Hi, everybody. So I wanted to once again go over how to search because I know that not everyone was here, and I just want to really make sure that it's reiterated. So at the Hartnell website, go to Learn, go to the Library Learning Resource Center. Once again, you can go to this How to Cite information, but go to Research Resources, then EBSCO Host. It's the best option. Once you're here, you can search. So I'm going to say autism and education. Okay. Full text I would recommend because that gives you only sources that you can see the entire article. Peer reviewed I would recommend. And then date kind of depends on what it is that you're going for. I'm going to say within the last 5 years. And then search. And then this will give me a lot of sources. So I could then filter those sources. If I go to all filters, I could filter according to subject. Lexile range is how difficult the reading is. I can, make sure that it's all in English, or even all in Spanish or in Portuguese or whatever. And then once you make those, let's say I was going to change the Lexile range and then apply, it would do that. So something else that I wanted to point out. Oh, and then let's say I used this one. If I go to the site and then MLA, it will let me. Sorry. This gives me the citation. I always have to check to make sure it's correct. But there's that. You can always check by going to, again, the library page, how to cite information. There's different sources for you. But let's say you're searching and you're just coming up with so much that you don't even know where to start. So there are certain times where I think AI can be useful. I do not mean to create sources for you. That is not at all what I mean. But sometimes the hardest part of searching is knowing what in the world to search for, what to put here. So I created this. I gave some context. I'm writing a persuasive essay on the fact that there should be more autism awareness and education for parents. This includes citywide information and from pediatricians. What are some search strings I could use in my school's database to find quality and relevant sources? This is the type of prompt I would recommend you write. I am writing a persuasive essay on, and then whatever it's about. Then, what are some search strings I can use in my school's database to find quality and relevant sources? It will give you different options of things that you can search. Some generic. So if you're looking for parent education, here's some options. Pediatricians, here's some options. Then, oftentimes, it gives you the overall search string. So a search string is this of what is it that you're actually searching for. So if I were to search autism spectrum disorder or ASD and parent education or caregiver education, and I then put this into, instead of just autism or autism and education, which gives me a lot and might not give me things that are necessarily relevant, this then gives me 35 options, and possibly things that are a little bit more relevant. So, for example, parents' awareness, attitudes, and acceptance of inclusive education might not work, but possibly parent training, from caregivers, experiences of things like it might not necessarily give you something perfect, but it'll give you something that's a little bit more narrowed down to help. So there are times where I am okay with you using AI. Having it write papers for you, obviously a no. But something like this, of like, okay, I don't even know where to start with how to search. What are some search strings? That I think is a great use, a great tool. As always, if you have any questions on anything, please let me know.